best trading strategy? Now that's an open question, isn't it? And I get this asked a lot on social media and the likes. And I think it goes back to think about what the masses are doing. So the masses are out there desperately searching for trading strategies. And ask yourself, what are the masses doing? So they're looking for patterns. So, and I've seen this time and time again, whether it's, I've seen plenty, intraday trading, swing trading, whatever. And there's nothing wrong with trading patterns. We have to have patterns to trade with. However, if you think that just by trading a very static pattern, and what I mean by that, and I've seen traders doing this sort of thing, saying, right, okay, I've got a bar here, and if this bar here gets broken here, then there's a target of 1.2R over here, and they've back tested it, and that comes out. They've tested all these different variables of 1.3R, 1.4R, all the way up, and then they find whatever the right one or the best one is based on the back testing. Now, there's nothing wrong with back testing. Back testing is a good thing to do, but you have to be very careful not to curve fit. And if your strategy, is so tight when you've back tested it that 1.2 is so much better than 1.3 or whatever the numbers are, 2.1, whatever, then it's likely it's not going to work in the real world. And I've seen traders doing this exactly thing, and they really believe that they've got some holy grail strategy, and then it just flakes around in the real world. So finding patterns is one thing, and another thing is, but definitely back test whatever it is you're using. But there is more to trading than that. So again, it comes back to my first point. What are the masses doing? The masses are trying to do just that very thing. Find a strategy with a given stop loss defined with the strategy and a given target. And that might be 1 to 2 or 2R or 3R or whatever it might be. And again, there are strategies out there patterns that you come up with which will work with that. But I must warn you that I see more traders who try and trade this way and come up with something like this, especially intraday, especially short term, and it ends up just failing. What they've back tested ends up failing in the real world. So because it's just too simple, too basic, or too curve fitted as well. You have to be very, very careful not to curve fit when you're back testing. So again, coming back down to what is the best strategy then? In my view, the best strategy is a blended approach to trading. And the best strategy is really, it's your mindset really than anything else. But it's finding a blended approach to the market. So yes, have a strategy, but don't trade it blinkered that's your strategy and you just follow that pattern, because that type of pattern, just trading it blindly like that, is even if it's good, it's going to go through drawdowns which will beat historical drawdowns, which will challenge you as to whether you want to keep trading that strategy. And then what happens is traders become strategy hoppers. So they hop from strategy to strategy every time their current strategy goes into a drawdown. So that's where they end up, spending their life back testing a given strategy. Oh, it now works with this, or I've tweaked it. It now works with that. So that's again a very difficult path that you could find yourself going down. So a blended approach. So have a strategy. But look at the markets not the way that the masses want to look at them. The masses want to simplify the market and say, oh, you just do this and this and this, and there's your strategy, so to speak, nice and simple. Maybe look at the markets for what they are. They are highly complex instruments, and there's lots of things going on in the markets. So we can look at them technically, and even more so when we're short-term trading. But find a blended approach of using at least marrying up time frames. So rather than just having your strategy on a given time frame, whatever that is, but to also have some form of confirmations from other time frames as well. So look at a blended approach to your trading. So I always use a top-down approach. So for me, the way that I approach my trading is to do multiple time frame analysis first. So I start off with a higher time frame and then work my way down. As a result of that, that helps me to then say, right, okay, am I bullish on this market? I think the market's going up. Am I bearish? What's the general trends and price action and everything else? And then once I've got that view, then I will pluck out the strategy to get me in based on if my view's a long view, then I have a few different entry techniques to get me in on the long side and likewise on the short side. So now, coupled with that, because I'm more swing trading, I am very much aware of the sentiment out there as well. So I like to measure sentiment. Sentiment when you're intraday trading is probably less important if you're outright intraday trading. But again, anyone I would say who's been trading less than 2 years, I'd probably say don't intraday trade. Don't do it, because you haven't really, if you've been trading less than 2 years, built the emotional muscle, so to speak, to deal with the discipline that's required for intraday trading. Now, if you then say, oh yeah, but I'm just going to trade a pattern, yeah, but that discipline will soon go when you have a few losers in a row, or potentially even when you have a few winners in a row. You're better off trading off of 2-hour charts, 4-hour charts, not outright day trading, sort of semi intraday charts, but you might be holding your trades for a little bit longer so that you're not caught up in the noise of what's going on a 1 minute time frame or a 5 minute time frame or whatever. So that's my overall advice there today, is to have a blended approach to your trading. Trading isn't as straightforward necessarily as a straight setup. I use setups, but it's coupled with, well, are we into key support or key resistance on the charts? Technically, for example, are we into an accumulation zone, so to speak, or a demand zone or a supply zone, or whatever you want to call them these days. So and then I'm coupling that up with the market conditions and the sentiment as well, multiple time frame analysis, in order to make that decision, rather than blindly just saying, I've got a pattern, I'm just going to trade it. So that's my general advice for you today. So the best strategy really is you, and for you to be able to have an assessment of the market first of all, multiple time frame analysis, and then you apply the strategy based on what the higher time frames are telling you. Hopefully that's of some use for you this Saturday. Have a lovely weekend. I'll see you next week.